Hello, this is Julius Atuhurra, a research fellow at RISE, the multi-country Research on Improving Systems of Education program. I am based at the Blavatnik School of Government at the University of Oxford. The Born to Learn Spotlight Report series highlights two critical challenges for educational development in Africa: universal basic education completion and foundational learning. For every child, gaining an early foothold on foundational literacy and numeracy is critical for achieving success both in school and throughout their life. The global learning crisis demands a systemic, focused, and strategic response. The sad reality of Africa today is 9 of every 10 children cannot read a simple story by the age of 10. 1 of every 5 primary school-age children are out of school. 1 of every 3 in-school children do not complete the primary cycle on time. And 1 of every 4 children that initially enrolled never complete primary school. Learning trajectories are line graphs tracing out a child's path in developing relevant skills and competencies as they progress through school. They represent a new way to measure and analyze learning. They show how much children learn as they progress through school from grade to grade, and in so doing, empower an education system to track the dynamics of the learning process, starting in the early grades, and to take timely interventions to remedy the crisis. There exists a huge disconnect between the actual learning going on in our classrooms and what is intended by teachers, the curriculum, and the Sustainable Development Goal number 4 on quality education for all. Using a range of data sources, RISE has extensively studied children's learning trajectories. With particular emphasis on foundational literacy and numeracy for children aged 7 to 14 years and covering 23 countries, 14 of which are from Africa, the learning trajectory analyses have uncovered 3 critical insights. First, children begin to fall behind expected learning very early during their first years in school. These learning deficits compound over time, becoming more difficult to remedy during the later years of school. There is need, therefore, to prioritize early mastery of foundational skills to prevent flat learning trajectories that signify a very slow pace of learning. Second, there is significant variation in children's learning trajectories between countries, including among countries at similar levels of development. This suggests that it is possible for countries to significantly improve their foundational learning achievements, including through cross-country peer learning mechanisms. Finally, using learning trajectories to simulate different policy options reveals critical insights about what will not work to reverse the learning crisis. Policies focused on achieving universal access without a significant increase in the pace of learning will not redress the learning crisis. Similarly, policies focused on achieving equality between rich and poor, girls and boys, rural and urban will not remedy the learning crisis, essentially because even the most privileged children are not learning enough to reach the expectations for SDG 4. In conclusion, learning trajectories are a powerful new tool for addressing the learning crisis. They bring significant value to everyone that is involved with children's learning. The GEM report team and RISE have partnered to make learning trajectories accessible to all through the highly interactive GEM Scope website. This website enables users to explore the basics and nuances of learning trajectories and run policy simulations of their choice. We encourage you to visit it and explore its value towards improving children's learning in Africa.